1 year after the monstrosity known as WWE 2K15 was released, 1 year after a WWE game basically gave me depression, it was time for round 2. Another year, another WWE game, but now the magic was officially gone, okay? That hope, that optimism that we had every single year, it was gone. This wasn't 2006 anymore, no, this wasn't even 2010 anymore. Before, when we saw the trailers for the next WWE game, we were excited, we couldn't wait. Now when we saw the trailer for 2K16, all we could remember was how WWE 2K15 did us dirty. Okay, yeah, sure, the trailer looked pretty awesome. Wow, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But the whole time it was like, what's the point? Because last year we got an awesome trailer and we were bamboozled.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
But just like an abusive relationship, here I was praying and hoping it would change, hoping it would go back to how it used to be, giving it one more chance. So when the pre-order came, of course my dumbass pre-ordered it. There were so many questions going into this game. Of course, we wanted better gameplay, match types, this and that, but honestly, we kind of knew that beggars couldn't be choosers. We just wanted a good working game. That was the level it reached, because 2K15 was so bad that I started questioning if I even liked wrestling games anymore. I literally thought, yo, like maybe I'm just too old for this. I used to have a wish list of features like, oh my god, I hope SVR09 has this and this and that. Now it was like, yo, I just hope the game doesn't make me want to kill myself. This is how I felt playing 2K15. So after all the trailers, the announcements, the hype, it was time. It was time to finally find out if we got a wrestling game that wasn't slower than my dead grandma, or was it time to bring out the clown outfit for another year? Well, gentlemen and the 5 ladies who watch my videos for some reason, let's take a look back at WWE 2K16. Also, just wanted to mention, due to many requests, I have made a Patreon. I still don't know why people wanted this. I am not that special, trust me, but if you really insist, the link is in the description. Either way, thank you guys for all your support. It truly means the world to me. I remember the first time I launched this game back in 2015, the first thing I did was check the match types, and yes, thank God, there are actually matches to play this year. Less restrictions. See, now you can do a fatal 4-way TLC match and all the wild stuff you've been doing for decades, but for some reason we couldn't do it in this garbage. But of course, 2K can't do anything right. Take this in. 4-way TLC matches are possible, right? But you can't do a 2v2 TLC match. A match type that's been in these games for 15 years. It was possible on the damn PS1. Now, apparently, it's impossible to code. These idiots can do 4 people in the ring having a TLC match. But 4 people in a ring having a TLC match while being in teams? Nope, sorry, impossible. The technology is not there. Who developed this? Who sat there and was like, yo, I can't figure this out? Did they have 97 Shawn Michaels coding this shit? What the f? But it's okay. Like I said, beggars can't be choosers. We have some better match types this year. The roster in this game is amazing. The roster in 2K16 is so fire, especially at the time. 126 wrestlers. This was such an upgrade over 2K15, which the roster was okay with 67 wrestlers, but here you got so many bangers. 126 wrestlers from so many different generations and companies. There is something for everyone. There is so much variety. Now we're used to it, but at the time I was just shook. You know what else left me shook? When my dad left me as a kid. I mean, the arenas. Man, I'm such a sucker for throwback arenas. The more throwback, the better. The more unique, the better. WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19, so many arenas from the Attitude Era, and so many that we didn't even get in 13. It's so cool to see the 1999 and 2001 arenas in a modern WWE game. Just look how beautiful these are, and we have WCW, Bash at the Beach, Clash of Champions, but the best part is, Creighton Arena has returned, and this mode came back like prime John Cena at the 2008 Royal Rumble. Now you could upload your own logos, mix in the next gen graphics and lighting. I have so many cool arenas downloaded and they look better than ever. Now they look legit. Velocity, SmackDown, even older WrestleManias, it's perfect. Now custom arenas look like they're a part of the game. They don't feel like custom arenas. And that's what, love it or hate it, that these 2K games did right. Even in 15, they just look so good. The graphics, the entrances, the arenas, the aesthetic, the presentation, it's just awesome. It feels so lifelike. There are some solid additions that were introduced in this game. The breakout feature was introduced for the first time here, and the first time I used it, I was speechless at how seamless it was and how well done it was. I expected like 50 loading screens, the game crashing, my PS4 catching on fire, but nah, it's good. It's literally seamless. It just transitions exactly into the gameplay. And speaking of gameplay, the gameplay is so much better than 15. Look, it still has that slow simulation 2K gameplay, but it's just so much smoother, and now I don't get depressed having a simple wrestling match because it feels so much better. The slow, annoying gameplay that 2K15 brought was still here, but it was relaxed a lot. This game introduced reversal limits, so no longer can you just spam reversals. Now you got a few to start and you have to use them wisely, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind this. I know some people hate this, but I like now how you kind of have to use a strategy. You can't just spam R2 like your life depends on it. Now you don't waste your reversal on a strike, you know, you might want to save it for a finisher that's coming up or a grapple. You actually have to think a little bit. Oh, you only have one reversal? Let me calm down, play a bit smarter, and get my reversals up, and then I can go crackhead mode. I don't mind it, but the best part is you can turn it off. So yeah, if you don't like it, just turn off reversals, and while you're at it, just turn off the stamina and honestly just go crazy. This game becomes so different and honestly might tailor your needs much better this way. So at least you have options. You want a fast-paced game, spam reversals and go crazy and never get tired, basically have a Young Bucks match, you can do it. But at the same time, if you want those, you know, more realistic WWE main event matches, do it up. What I love about this game to this day is that it's right before 2K17, meaning there's no restrictions to where you want to place your weapons. You still have that freedom. So it's a 2K game with that simulation style and realism, but at the same time, it still has some crazy ragdoll physics in its DNA left over and the ability to cause mayhem wherever, whenever, with weapons and the environment. So yeah, put tables and ladders wherever you want, do what you want. Is it SVR 11? Not even close, but trust me, there's still freedom in here. You can still have fun. Mixed in with the realistic gameplay like the tired finishers and animations, it's such a good balance between the 2K gameplay we know, but some of that freedom from the older SmackDown vs. Raw games, which was sadly taken away in 17, which going back, I just appreciate it so much because these days I can't even place a ladder where I want to. The gameplay is just such an improvement over 2K15 because at the end of the day, it's so much more smooth and polished. The match flow is better. This is what 2K15 should have been. If 16 was released as the introduction to the simulation style instead of the broken mess of 15, I assure you, many more people would have opened up to this style of wrestling games. But 2K15 was just so garbage. It just turned off so many people that they would just never like these games, which I totally understand, but I can't lie. Even in 2020, I sat here playing this game and I enjoyed playing the actual matches, where 2K15, I questioned my existence. Universe mode is pretty fun. The thing is though, like every other universe mode, you gotta make your own fun. This isn't WWE 12 with crazy cutscenes. Now honestly, there's probably like 5 in the entire mode, but now because you have create a wrestler, which is better than ever, creating a woman is now a thing again, create a championship is back, and of course the amazing create an arena that on next gen really changed the game. So the creation suite is slowly getting back to what it was. We obviously still miss create a finisher and create a story, but the thing is, they give you enough that you can still have fun by creating whatever the hell you want, going to universe mode and just setting it up however you want to set it up. In this universe mode, you could still edit the matches as the show was going on. You can have a lot of fun play universe mode. This game has a career mode, kind of, I guess. Not really, it sucks. I don't remember anything from this career mode. Like wow, I remember them hyping it up like, yo, you can join the Authority. Yeah, you can join them, but does it mean anything? No, once again, it's just a career mode. You start in NXT, you slowly grind up the ranks, but nothing means anything. Yeah, every now and then you might get a cool cutscene, but the issue is you'll get a cool cutscene and then you're back to being a random guy playing random matches for absolutely no reason. It's like the career mode forgets you're in a storyline. This game tried so hard to be so elite. Like wow, 15 years of story mode. Bro, 15 years? What, did I catch a manslaughter charge? What the hell am I gonna do for 15 years? Just give me like 2-3 years of actual good content. So yeah, the story mode is 15 years, but there's like 25 minutes worth of cutscenes. What? But hey, it could be worse. What isn't boring in this game is showcase mode. Once again, showcase mode is elite, and now it's time for the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and what a showcase. They brought back good old Jim Ross for this, and that's all I needed, because replaying Stone Cold Steve Austin matches from the 90s with Michael Cole commentating should be illegal. I had so much fun replaying this mode, especially the matches with Brett and Rock. I turned the difficulty all the way up, and it was just fun. It's such a chill, relaxing mode. Just sit back and casually relive the career of, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, just one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. The presentation is A1. You got WCW, WWF, and even a little ECW. You're having matches against all of his biggest enemies, the video packages, the challenges, the side matches. It's a blast. I forgot how fun this showcase was. To me, when I think of showcase mode, it was always 13, 14, and 15. But now I replayed this and like, yo, I just had so much fun playing Stone Cold Steve Austin's career. It's just really well made. Playing WrestleMania 19 Rock versus Austin on legendary difficulty is some of the most fun I've had in a wrestling game in a long time. This is what showcase mode is all about. Like, yo, I love Daniel Bryan, but what am I gonna do reliving stuff from 2013 and 2015? All the arenas look the same, it's the same wrestlers, and it just literally happened like 7 years ago. Here though, it's the 90s and early 2000s. We got a Rumble, we got legendary WrestleMania matches, we get to fight the boss, have a buried alive match. It has it all. Would I have preferred a proper story mode though instead of showcase mode? Of course, but I had too much fun playing this. Maybe one day in a WWE 2K game we might get a proper career mode and a proper showcase mode in one game, but yeah, first we need a working game. All in all, 2K16 is good. Yeah, it's good. Somehow, some way, it's actually good. This is what 2K15 should have been. Like I said, if this was the intro to simulation style wrestling games, I think the fans would have opened up better. All these years later, it's still pretty fun because you still have freedom to wild out, and yet it still has that realistic simulation DNA. Universe mode, showcase, the roster, the creation, it was such a big step up. So much better than the garbage we got last year. But once again, it's a 2K game. Some people will just never like this style of wrestling games, and I hear you, but if I said I didn't have fun playing this again in 2020, I would be lying. Dare I say this game is underrated? Or is that too much cap? Let me know below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Patreon is in the description if you're feeling froggy. Thank you for all the support. It means the world to me. See you guys later.